Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I want to talk to you about how you can find an opportunity to make money or to get into a business where you can just bring your skill set or or your network that you actually have. So a lot of successful people don't start new businesses, they find opportunities. So it's always important that when you're looking for a new opportunity to find how you can bring things together, right? If you're a well-connected person or you're starting off, you've got a bit of a network of people in any type of industry, it's identifying who you can bring together to get a deal together. Or if you're the only person that can do something, how can you use your skills to go and join a business or become part of a business? For example, right, you are a close friend to somebody who has a shop with a really good product, but they're not a good marketer. They don't know how to market the product. Instead of you going into that business, you could negotiate some stake in the business where you take some shares in return for your expertise and your skills. You may not get some type of wage immediately or get money straight away, but if you have a stake in that business, if you make the business successful because of your skill set, you'll earn a lot more on the back of that. That's just one example that I'm trying to give you here. But there's another example. For example, you find a real estate, a property, let's say a 2-bedroom semi-detached property. You want to get into the property ladder, you're a joiner. Okay, so you're a joiner, you know how to do all the joinery that you might require, or you've got a lot of construction experience, you can do all the fit out, decorating, whatever that is, right? However, the person that's selling to you the property, wants to move quick, for example, but they don't have the capital to to move quick or to sell it quite quickly. You can find someone with the cash to bring into the deal to pay for some of the items that you might need to renovate the property, for example, right? So you bring your skills just to do the labor, and somebody pays for for example, for the products or whatever you need to do the renovation. So this is quite key because you brought another expert with your expertise to do a deal, and also you could fund the payout for the person that actually you're trying to buy the asset off or the property from. That's just another example, right? But there's so many other opportunities out there that you should be looking for. So whenever you go looking for a business, don't always look to start a business, look to join a business, look to take over a business. There's a lot of people out there in the UK specifically where they're getting old, they're tired of running their business, but they don't know what to do with it, and they don't know how to find someone to take over it. So think about that, think about these ideas. What skill set do you bring? What network can you bring to a deal? And then who can you bring on board to get a deal together? That's really important. Your network is your net worth, as I say. Thank you, and see you next time.